Who doesn't want to be immortal? Everyone wants to know the recipe to make potion of immortality. Well, I got a good news for you all. 3 scientists and an AI is working to decode the recipe of immortality. Hello guys, my name is TJ and welcome to Trilogy, and the topic of today's video is very interesting, which is immortality. Believe it or not, we have found a recipe for the immortality. Not in modern day science but in alchemical science. There was a guy named Arthur D, a young impressionable Englishman from the late 1500s. His interests were particularly in the medicine. D was the physician for Tsar Michael I of Russia and later for King Charles I in England. However, D had another hobby, which was alchemy. D was so interested in alchemy that he'd spend hours and hours logged in his study trying to perfect the recipe for the elixir of life. He compiled his study research into an anthology named Fasciculus Chemicus, Latin for chemical collections. He was acclaimed as one of the greatest alchemists of his time, inspired by geniuses like Petrus Bonus and John Destin. However, we progressed into the modern world. People lost interest in alchemical science and no one cared for D's work, and it was thrown into the dusty corner of the archives of British Library. It sat there for 400 years until in 2018, a doctoral student in scientific history, Megan Piorko, found an intact alchemical notebook of Arthur D. Megan described the book as odd, as the fabric and the leather-bound book had 31 pages filled with symbols, drawings, and Latin texts. Some pages were even written upside down. However, one particular page piqued her interest. The interesting page had a bizarre photograph that seemed to be written in a code. Its adjacent page had a table filled with alphabets. It seemed like one should solve the table to crack the coded message. At the time, she thought little of it and tossed the book away. Little did she know that her discovery was going to rock the scientific and historical community. In November 2019, she organized a successful event in Amsterdam, 10th Annual Society for History, Alchemy and Chemistry Postgraduate Workshop. At a conference party, Megan and her friend from the event, Sarah Lang, started discussing the mysterious notebook she found in the archives of British Library. One thing led to another, and they were soon engrossed with the cipher. The puzzle included a 177-word coded text titled Hermeticae Philosophiae Medulla, Latin for marrow of the Hermetic philosophy. The assisting table had 2 rows of 11 letters each, which made no sense. Sarah and Megan realized the table had the key to the cipher. However, more time they spent on solving the puzzle, the harder it got. While they recognized the text used a substitution cipher, where the original alphabets are swapped with a different one based on a key, they couldn't crack the key to revealing the message. Even though they couldn't break the code that night, it always sat on the back of their heads. They tried to look at it from a different angle. So they think, since the title were in the Latin, the girls assumed that code was also in Latin. So instead of using English alphabet, they started trying out Latin words as keys. Later, Sarah discovered the cipher used Belasso della Porta encryption technique, a 16th century polyalphabetic substitution code. The girls also found a footnote that D had written the text when he claimed to have perfected the recipe for the philosopher's stone, the elixir of life. Megan believed that the encrypted text was very recipe of the potion and she was beyond excited to crack the code. However, even after multiple attempts, the girls couldn't crack the code, so they looked out for professional help. In 2021, Megan and Sarah published their work on the cipher at a virtual HistoCrypt conference. Tech geeks who had the thing for history and puzzles attended this convention. The response from conference overwhelmed both Sarah and Megan. Hundreds of people showed interest in the cipher, yet even the best code breakers found it impossible to crack. Just when girls started to lose hope in solving the puzzle, they received an email that read, "I've solved it." That email was sent by Richard Bean, a mathematician and a research fellow at University of Queensland. However, Richard is best known for his unique talent, which is solving unsolvable puzzles. So in the August 2021, when Richard saw the rather intriguing piece of puzzle presented by Megan and Sarah, he knew that he had to get his hand on it. So later he explained the process how he was able to solve the puzzle. He first looked at the frequency of letters in the 177 word coded text. Assuming the substitution is based on the Bellaso della Porta method, he then searched for the repetitive words, patterns and letters to reverse engineer the keyword. After pouring weeks into the document, Richard found out the keyword was a staggering 45-letter phrase which was translated to English, which was, "Like a new Jason, you will carry away the golden fleece from the happy colchos." And later, Richard found out that the phrase was in the notebook was hiding in the plain sight. He also discovered that the phrase was from a classic alchemical poem, Chrysopoeia, and now that he has the key, he can use it to find the original text. Megan had predicted that decoded text indeed contained the recipe to create the Philosopher's Stone. Megan, Sarah and Richard are working on an academic paper that explains the secrets of Elixir, Arthur D's life and the cipher itself. They also claim that the article will include results from the experiments conducted based on the text. While we expect more details about the procedure, the group revealed some information from the text. Number 1. Reveal an alchemical egg from a slow-burning alchemical furnace. Number 2. One should wait for 3 universal alchemical stages, the black, white and the red phase. Number 3. If we follow all the steps to the dot, then we should get a gold-making elixir that will eradicate poverty and misery from the world. The text also mentioned that this potion can also cure disease. Megan further explained that Arthur was the firstborn son of John Dee, a polymath philosopher. John Dee had high hopes on Arthur, so he put a lot of pressure on him. The Philosopher's Stone was Arthur's way of making his father proud. So what is the current plan of the group? The decoded Philosopher's Stone recipe has rekindled some lost alchemy love. While few are confident that the recipe will work and it sure turn some heads, Megan believed that once they translate the text to English, they will reach out to academics and historians to recreate the experiment. The team also exclaims that even if the recipe didn't produce the elixir of life, Arthur D's quest for higher meaning is praiseworthy. So, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. And thanks for watching this video till the end. Hit like and comment if you have any questions. And if you wish to see more videos like this, then hit like and subscribe button. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.